live and in person from Studio 9. It's the A Little Off the Top podcast. I'm your host, Odd Jason Yankadick.
And I'm Justin. I keep expecting you to keep going with the cool runnings. And it's the A Little Off the Top. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
Yeah. Well, I could be like, live from the...
I don't like that.
I was trying to do my best Roger Rabbit impression.
Yeah, because...
Hi, live from Studio 9.
That's your shirt talking now.
That's my shirt talking because Mickey Mouse was in the movie today.
He was, but we're not there yet, so
No.
Hold your horses.
Happy birthday.
There's something else we need to do. Before my birthday, fuck that. Clink. Oh. Yeah, it is my birthday month.
It is.
It's September.
Is today your birthday?
No, my birthday is the 23rd, which, I don't know if we have a podcast coming out on my birthday. No, I think my birthday's a Friday.
No, but it'll come out the day before?
Nope, my birthday's a Saturday this year.
Saturday, so 2 days before.
Yeah. So,
So 2 more episodes.
it's not a tumor. Like we did with your
I was
birthday.
there.
You were where?
Astoria, Oregon. They filmed Kindergarten Cop in Astoria
Oh,
also.
shit. Okay. All right.
Sorry.
There's a lot of movies that
Oh,
filmed
a
out
lot.
there.
For sure.
So, don't do that. We might want another one. Remember last time?
Yeah.
Was that a mistake? Should we not
No.
have another for next
No,
shot?
it's fine.
Okay. Like we did with your birthday month, we watched and reviewed a bunch of movies from the year that you were born.
1975.
And we're doing that with mine as well. But
1988.
88. It was a great year.
It was. I
88,
was
great.
13.
13 years old.
8th grade.
What were you doing at 13? You got any fond memories of the year that I was born?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah. 13 was a rough year.
Was it?
It was.
Why? Bad memories?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have to go down
We
that
don't
road.
need to go down that road.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't want to go down that road.
I was actually just telling someone about that the other day. Like, bullies, when you get into that age, bullies start being, man-sized. Like, getting bullied in elementary school is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you start getting into junior high, I remember this kid, Alex, man, he's hella big. And on my 13th birthday, he decided to kick me 13 times. And I wasn't going to be able to stop him at that point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. But I'd rather get kicked than punched in the face, I guess.
I feel like bullies generally just are bigger. I feel like, they've got the size and they decide they're going to use that for their own benefit. Like that kid, we talked about bullies on the pool episode with Evan. We talked about bullies quite a bit. And I mentioned my bully Christian, not Christian Maldonado.
Cool dude.
You're a cool guy. But the name Christian does have a bad taste in my mouth because of this bully. And I just remember him being fucking huge. Don't fucking pull that out.
I'm ready.
Don't play with it.
If Christian comes in here, not Maldonado, fucking
Dude,
spraying
if you
that
fucking
bastard.
Sprayed Christian Maldonado.
I would never. He's too nice of a guy.
He's a sweetheart. Okay, so you're strapped with pepper gel.
I'm pepper gelled up.
Do you
at
want to
all
talk about
times. Yeah. You come into the shop with some bullshit, you're getting sprayed.
What was the catalyst for this?
Well, when I was on vacation, there was a rather large homeless guy who probably was a bully at some point. And I was in Seattle and I sat down for dinner. Did I talk about this already?
I don't think so.
No. And I get a notification from one of my cameras. There's someone outside. So I look and it's like, I don't know, the weirdest thing too. This homeless guy shirtless. And then all of a sudden he has a shirt on. But he didn't have a shirt in his hand when he's shirtless. It's weird.
It's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, I have video and pictures. But then he grabs the hose and just starts hosing the shit down around here, right? So I have like a speaker on my camera, and I was like, hey, this is private property. You need to leave now. He's like, fuck you. And I was like, if you don't leave, I'm going to call the cops. And then in true villain fashion, he won. He sprayed the camera with the hose and totally broke it.
I think it's really funny.
Yeah. It sort of is. It wasn't at the time.
Also, if you did tell this on the podcast, I'm sorry that you have to listen to it again,
Yeah.
but I think it's a really funny story.
So he won. So in my fault though, I didn't have an outdoor waterproof camera. I was using an indoor camera.
Oh,
so,
you got the Indo on the Outdo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now the Outdo is waterproof dough.
For sure.
Yeah.
Weed.
So yeah. And then A couple days ago, I was cutting, and this guy comes in who doesn't look homeless. He looks lost, like he's looking around for something, like maybe he's looking for another business. Like he definitely woke up, took a shower, got ready, put on clean clothes. He had brand new like Chelsea boots on. He had this scarf, looking normal.
What's a Chelsea boot?
It's a boot with like no laces, but then it has on the sides it has elastic.
Oh, those are
Yeah,
cool. I like
yeah.
those. I don't think I could pull them off, but I like them.
I have a pair. Stormtrooper boots
Yeah.
too. Stormtroopers
Yeah.
wore white Chelsea boots.
Okay. I just like that you don't have to tie them.
Yeah, you can slip right in. There's a company called. I got no problem slipping right in. You know what I mean? There's a company, yeah, called the Australian Boot Company,
Yeah.
and they make really good Chelsea boots, like work Chelsea boots.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this dude comes
They make
in.
them out of kangaroo hide.
They do, yeah. Crikey, Spice,
Hello, down under.
down under with your winky. Free Willy.
Slide right in.
Is Free Willy 1988?
I don't know.
And he comes in and he's kind of standing by the door. I was strapped up at this point.
Keep
I
that
was ready.
motherfucking thing on me.
I do.
Yeah.
And he came in and he's standing at the door and he's like, "Hey, do you guys know where I can find a old family owned independent jewelry store?"
It sounds like he's looking for somewhere to like knock off, like knock over,
Maybe.
go rob or something.
No,
You know?
I was like, I don't. And then he said, "Do you know where I can find an asset manager?" I said, "Man, I don't have any assets, so I don't know. I don't even know what that is."
I don't either. I'm gonna Google it while you tell the story.
So then he was like, "Oh, do you know of a synagogue around here?" Because anti-Semitism, apparently. I don't know.
Oh, because they okay.
Yeah. So he said, he's like, "Oh, well, let me let you in on this." So he comes in, goes to your station, and he's like, "I got some diamonds to sell." And he reaches out of his it was out of a movie because it was like his black pocket, so it almost looked like a velvet pouch.
Oh, yeah.
And he like pulls these out, and I'm looking, and they're sparkly, and like he dumps it out onto your station.
You didn't tell
All
me
these
it happened on my station.
Yeah, it did on your black mat, and he pulls all these diamonds out, right? And then I look and I realize it's like broken glass. It is not diamonds at all. And I was just like, what the fuck's going on? Because once he started talking, you could tell he was off. Like
Right.
he woke up, took a shower, got ready, chose drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs for the day. And he was whacked out. And then two fell on the ground and one broke in half.
Oh no, he broke a diamond.
Yeah. And he was like, "Oh man, don't worry about those. Those ones are special. See how they are unattracted to each other?" And I was like, what? I was ready to spray that fucker. But he wasn't like violent or anything. And I had a client in here, and that client I feel like has been in some fights. So it'd have been all right. So I made up a jewelry store to tell him to go to. That
Just
was
to get him out.
in a little alleyway. He was excited and left.
Right.
Never saw him again.
That's pretty.
But if he
nuts.
does come back,
Do you have pepper spray or pepper gel?
pepper gel.
Okay, because those are two different things. And in here, with all the fans that
Yeah.
you have, if you spray somebody with pepper spray, it's just going to circulate throughout
Watch this.
here.
Look.
Don't fucking do it.
No.
Oh shit.
I'm showing. It's got a safety. You have to
Okay.
put your thumb under there.
Okay.
It still won't smell as bad as Evan did in here today.
Oh boy, yeah. Let's talk about that.
Evan,
Evan and Raul came in for haircuts.
Friends
earlier
of the
today.
podcast.
And Evan's dog Harley, she's a fucking sweetheart. I love her, but she does not like other animals. He can't take her on walks because if she sees another dog, she'll fucking lose it.
Oh.
So apparently, this is hot. Is it not?
I mean, I'm hot.
Or do they look okay? I can't see because my
Yeah,
computer
you're good,
screen's-
you're good,
Okay,
you're good.
I just don't want to be clipping. So he was working late last night.
No.
You're doing that sugar-free
Clips.
in prison.
No,
It was Clips.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a fucking sick beat, though.
Yeah.
Fuck, I haven't watched that video in a long time.
Grind deep.
I'm gonna watch that after we record this. It's really good.
Sorry.
So yeah, Evan was working really late last night, and then before he went to bed, he realized he should probably let the dog out to go pee. And he went to the back door, flipped on the lights to scare away any critters, opened the door, and Harley went directly for a skunk and killed the skunk.
Murdered a skunk.
And so when a skunk dies, its glands release all of the smell.
Yeah. Also, on the way to being killed, I'm sure it sprayed.
Oh, probably,
Yeah.
for sure. And so, yeah, the dog smelled like a skunk and resulted in him smelling like a skunk.
But he couldn't smell it on it. He thought he smelled
No,
fine.
he had gotten used to the smell.
And he came in
overnight.
here and it was skunky.
Yeah. And so we were just making fun of him the whole time.
Yeah.
And just making jokes about how bad he smells.
Justin said, "Is your favorite YouTuber PewDiePie?"
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
And then, yeah, once he got up to leave, he went to grab his wallet, which was inside of his backpack. And he's like, oh, fuck, it's not me, it's the backpack. Because apparently he left the dog in the garage overnight, and that's where his backpack was. So fingers crossed he doesn't actually smell like that, because it's rough.
Oh yeah,
Like a dog says. Rough.
like your mother likes it, Trebek. You don't know the SNL skit?
I do.
Yeah.
I just love the follow-up with the...
Rough,
with
like
the
your
fart.
mother like it.
I just reset.
Okay, Draymond Green.
Dude, that's another crazy video. I'm going to watch that after I watch the
just-
clips video.
He just sits
For like 15, 20 seconds.
yeah, maybe longer.
It's-
Uncomfortably long period of time.
Yeah.
Like after that, I was convinced he was an android.
There's a lot of shit like that going on nowadays. I've been watching a lot of conspiracy video Instagrams.
Shit. Oh no.
Oh man.
What's the best one? Hit me with your best one. What conspiracy theory have you watched recently that you think might actually be true?
I don't believe in any of them.
Is there?
No.
There's not one.
Actually, you know what? There was one that I just saw that was pretty interesting about this flight from Malaysia.
Oh, the Malaysia flight.
Do you know the one that I'm talking about?
I'm sure everyone knows about that one. They made the documentary about it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It's like disappeared.
Right. I had just recently watched the Netflix miniseries on it, and so like I was actually pretty interested in it. And then on this Instagram account that I follow, I think it's just called Conspiracy Theories.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There's new radar footage that just surfaced, just leaked about that flight, and it's radar footage from when it disappears. And it shows this weird little object that's like circling the plane.
Like UFO?
And then there's another one, and there's two, and they're circling. And then all of a sudden there's a third one, and they're all circling the plane in sync. Like
Justin Timberlake.
Like Justin Timberlake. And then all of a sudden there's a flash, and the plane's gone. Oh. And it's pretty fucking nuts. Like I don't know. I might believe that one.
Oh shit.
Whoa!
More shots have been poured.
There's a glitch in the Matrix.
There is right here.
I thought I emptied this.
No, we didn't. Diboja.
So yeah, that one was pretty interesting, but a lot of it is, just we're living in a simulation. There's a lot of people that sold their soul to the devil.
Oh, like Illuminati.
Yeah, a lot of Illuminati shit. As above, so below. Like all that weird shit.
You can't. Yeah.
Fucking Illuminati triangle. Which
You can't-
I think this was just Diamond Dallas Page, right?
Diamond DD. And then Jay-Z. They think Jay-Z's super.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
And Beyonce and their daughter now.
Yeah.
Is in it on it. What's their daughter's name?
Blue.
Blue
Ivy.
Blue Ivy. They said that it's like an acronym for the spawn of the devil or some shit. Like
So many people have so much time on their hands.
I know. It's nuts.
I wish I had time to figure that shit. I am so time poor.
Yeah. We talk about that.
We do.
That's a reoccurring theme on this show.
Yeah. It's funny. Like certain things, like I would say I miss about my 20s. But like it's not that I necessarily miss like hanging out with like Marston or something, right? But I miss.
You don't miss that?
No, I do.
Okay.
But like, if I went and hung out with him now, it wouldn't even be what I miss. What I miss was just going over to his apartment, which was at one point just right downstairs from me, sitting on the couch and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like if we go out
doing
now,
nothing is pretty sweet.
If we go out now, it's like we have to check our schedules. We have to get a plan. We're going to go out, grab a drink, and then just go home separately. It's not like,
it's an event.
And I enjoy that, but yeah. I miss the like being bored together.
For sure.
Yeah. Playing video games.
Yeah.
Just, that kind of shit. Like,
what video games did you guys play? What was like the...
Well, we played, first it was WCW Nitro.
On the 64?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was made by THQ.
That's a fun game.
And then the successor to that
Sting was on the cover, right?
then they did the WWF one with the same engine, which was WrestleMania 2000.
I don't think I played that one.
And
Was
it
that
was the
also
same
on
thing.
64?
It might have been.
Okay.
Yeah. And dude, that just the way the whole engine, you just grabbed them and then you did like different combos to do moves, and you can make your own character on WrestleMania 2000. So we made our own.
Oh, that's cool.
So mine was the De-Executioner, who was part of Degeneration
Oh,
X.
okay. I was gonna say, what, you unkilled people?
No,
Like-
no. He was the executioner, but the DX. And then Marston was he had a bunch, but his main was Disco Stew.
That's fun.
Yeah. So the executioner beat Disco Stew for the belt.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that why you guys don't hang out anymore?
No, it's why we don't. It's why I refuse to ever play video games with him again.
Oh shit.
Because
Did he lose it?
no, he waited till I went home, set the computer to play the executioner, beat it, and got the belt back.
That's shady.
I was like, dude, that's fucking cheating. You can't do that. You can only get the belt if I'm playing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's shady as shit.
Yeah, that shit was shady. So
Oh
fuck,
yeah, he's probably watching now, huh?
fuck Disco Stew.
Hi, Marston.
The executioner for life.
Oh, he's standing up. Oh shit. I was a Hardy Boys fan.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I like the Hardy Boys.
for sure.
Yep.
Nancy
Yep,
Drew,
yep.
Hardy Boys, always solving mysteries.
Yeah.
Look,
Got a raging clue.
the Rock and Sock Connection is one of my faves. You know what? We should save this. We should have Drew on the podcast and talk about
Oh
wrestling.
shit, you're right.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Drew, we miss you. I got some big news that I spilled on you earlier.
Yeah.
And
Let's pretend like I didn't hear it. Yeah, what is it?
oh yeah, what is it? So I am miserable at my day job. I hate
That's
it.
that's
I
not
hate-
news.
I hate it so much. You're right. That's not news. I've fucking hated my job for a long time. I've finally decided that I am going to quit my day job, and I'm going back to barbering full time.
Nice. So I could expect to see you here every day now.
Sure can't.
Oh,
Unfortunately, because I've only been working Saturdays for so long, my just availability hasn't been there, which is one of many reasons that I've lost a good chunk of my clientele. My availability not being there, and then also I this last year decided to go cash only, and I'm not doing online appointments, and I lost even more clientele with that.
Shocker.
So it's just I really thought people were going to be loyal, and some were. Now I know who the real ones are. But no, I'm unfortunately starting from the beginning again. I just got to rebuild a clientele, and I don't think that Midtown Barbershop is the best barbershop for me to start building a clientele.
Correct.
This is much better for a established barber who
Yes.
has a clientele that will follow them to a new shop. Somebody who's already booked out, throughout the week. So I'm going back to Roseville where I started my barbering career. I used to work at a shop called Barber Blues, and it's no longer Barber Blues because the owner, Jason, not you obviously, kind of fucked them over and said that he was like closing the shop and didn't really give them much notice.
Oh, fun.
So then a couple of the barbers scraped together what cash they had, and then they just decided to open their own shop. So
what's it called? Give it a plug.
it's called the 1851 Barber Company.
Oh, do you think that's the address?
No, it's not. I looked it up because I thought that's what it was going to be. I don't know the significance of 1851. Do you know barber history? Is there a significance in that year?
That's when, I don't know, Koken was born. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I have no idea.
But yeah, my buddy Tugboat,
Well, you will be missed.
and I will miss being here for sure. I'm not expecting all of my clients to follow me from here all the way out to Roseville, so you might end up cutting some of my clients.
Possibly.
So you guys can just reminisce.
We will. Miss Justin. R.I.P.
Yeah. Dead for life.
Podcast is still going on.
Yes, we're going to figure that out. I don't know what my schedule is going to be over there yet. I need to figure out actually leaving my current job before I can figure out what I'm going to work over there. But yeah, we'll figure out recording schedules and all that, so we can keep bringing you the content you love.
Yeah. So everybody could keep listening.
Yeah, all 4 of you.
Have I met Tugboat?
I don't know. He's a real big guy.
Is he kind of animated?
No. He does kind of look like the gorilla, the bouncer.
Oh.
he's like that big.
Speaking of animation, you caught me. You knew what I was doing right there. Yeah, we're here to talk about Roger Rabbit.
Yep.
Live
Yep,
action
yep.
/ animated film.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a 1988 American comedy film directed by Robert Zemeckis. Combining live action and animation. The film is set in an alternate history Hollywood in the year 1947, where humans and cartoon characters coexist. The plot follows Eddie Valiant, played by Bob Hoskins, a private investigator with a prejudice against cartoons, who must help exonerate Roger Rabbit, a tomb that was framed for murder. It was the most expensive movie ever made at the time of its release. The original budget that they brought to Disney was $50 million. Disney said that it was way too expensive, so the producers ended up cutting it back down to $30 million, and Disney gave it the green light. Production finished at $50.6 million.
Imagine that.
But it paid off because it was the highest grossing movie in 1988. It brought in a whopping $351.5 million. So what's your history with this movie? Have you seen this movie before?
I have. I mean, I didn't remember I remember like broad strokes. You know what I mean? I didn't remember specifics.
For sure.
Definitely specific scenes.
Yeah. There's a handful of scenes that fucking stand out.
I mean,
especially being a kid watching.
Yeah,
this
I mean,
shit.
pretty much like I was 13 when all of these movies came out. Right. So I was in the wheelhouse for this movie for sure. You know, I was excited. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was probably the first thing I saw Bob Hoskins in. So when I found
too.
out he was
Yeah, probably.
British, I was shocked
Yeah, for sure.
because he does a really good like 1940s.
Detective voice.
Yeah. He did really good with that.
Yeah, he fucking killed it in this role. I know that you love Disney. We can tell from your shirt and your
Yep.
hat. You're all Disneyed out today. Because,
Oh no, this is Disney Light.
Okay.
For me. Yeah.
You're lightweight Disney today
Yeah.
because Mickey Mouse was in this movie briefly.
He was. Lots of Mickey Mouses actually.
What was your history with the Looney Tunes and other Warner Brothers characters? Did you watch those growing up, or were you?
Oh, for
strictly-
sure. I mean, the Bugs Bunny and
Right.
shit, and the
Daffy
Elmer
Duck.
Fudd, Daffy Duck, all those, the Warner Brothers cartoons.
Speedy Gonzales.
Yeah, Animaniacs.
Yeah, fucking, I love the Animaniacs.
Yeah.
I grew up on all of it. So seeing this movie with, all of my favorite Disney characters
Yeah.
and all of my favorite Warner Brother characters, I was like, what the
Which
fuck
can
is
you
this?
imagine the meetings with the lawyers?
From what I hear, they were very strict about getting even screen time.
I doubt it would ever be made today.
No,
I doubt the lawyers could get together.
Couldn't fucking do it. But somehow they pulled it off back then. This is the one and only time that you'll see
Yeah.
Warner Brother characters and Disney characters in the same.
Yeah,
fucking
because the
movie.
parachute scene, you had the two bigs. Mm-hmm. You had Mickey Mouse and
Right.
fucking Bugs Bunny.
And there's a lot of scenes where it's one from one and one from the other because they had to keep screen time the same.
Yeah.
They had to have equal screen time. So when he goes to the Toon Review, where it's all humans just watching tunes on stage, you've got Donald Duck and Daffy Duck doing dueling pianos.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is a fucking great scene.
Oh, so good.
So yeah, it's just like a lot of times you've got one from each camp on screen at the same time, just so they can keep it even.
What's your relationship with this movie?
I watched it all the fucking time. This was another one that was heavy on the rotation. We had it on VHS. It was in a clamshell. I've confirmed.
Thank you.
Yep. And it truly scared me when I was a kid. There's a couple scenes that are very scary. There's a
Yeah.
lot of adult content in this movie.
For sure.
And
More ways than one.
yeah, I had some funny feelings watching this movie. I had some scared feelings watching this movie. I had some sad feelings watching this movie when he puts the shoe in the
Dude,
dip.
he just cold blood murdered the shoe for nothing other than
He hates tunes.
being taken out of a fucking suitcase.
Yeah.
That was a fucked up scene.
Real quick, I do want to run through cast because we skipped that. So we got Bob Hoskins playing Eddie Valiant, Christopher Lloyd as Judge Doom, the most terrifying bad guy.
Oh,
He-
yeah.
he fucking killed that role too.
This was the first time watching it that I realized he was wearing like prosthetic teeth.
Yeah. He's got super fake teeth.
Yeah.
And he doesn't blink the entire movie. I don't. You don't ever see him blink.
That's interesting.
It's a weird character choice. But
I'm gonna try to not blink for as long as I can.
I've got Joanna Cassidy as Dolores, who is Eddie Valiant's girlfriend. Charles Fleischer plays Roger Rabbit. Kathleen Turner was uncredited as Jessica Rabbit. Stubby K as Marvin Acme. Alan Tilvern as R.K. Maroon. Awards.
Oh, I just blinked.
That was a long run. Awards had 24 wins and 22 nominations. The only ones that we care about, though, are the Oscars. It was nominated for Best Cinematography. It was nominated for Best Art Direction. It was nominated for Best Sound. But it won for Best Film Editing. Wait, I thought I said that already. No, I didn't. It won Best Film Editing, and it won Best Sound Effect and Best Visual Effects.
Was it up for any BAFTAs?
Probably. I don't know.
Bob Hoskins is British.
I only looked at the
Anyway.
Oscars, but I mean, 22 nominations. I would imagine probably. Yeah, he is a British man.
I like the 1947 aesthetic of it.
Yeah, no, it's. I think that probably helps with the blend of the live action and the cartoons a little bit, because the 1940s aesthetic is kind of cartoonish in a way.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, back then in the movies, they talk like this.
Right.
They did the Mid-Atlantic accent. Where
Yeah.
They talk like this.
Yep.
On purpose.
Jimmy Stewart. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of adult.
Wait, what scared you the most? What scenes?
Judge Doom.
Oh, just anytime he was on there.
He was terrifying.
Yeah.
His fucking long black trench coat, his fucking glasses with like the shields on the
Yeah,
sides, the fucking hat,
The way he moved.
and I like as a kid, I don't think I picked up on the fact that he doesn't blink. But that was probably something. Like
Yeah,
I was
like
picking up-
subconsciously.
Subconsciously, there's just something fucking
Yeah.
weird about this guy. He was super freaky.
I did now as an adult watching it, like I realized like how I guess underrated his performance in that is.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one talks about that. They talk about the fucking Rabbit and Bob Hoskins, but
Right.
Christopher Lloyd crushed it.
No, he was incredible.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anybody else in that role doing a better job. But the fact that this is rated PG is kind of insane to me.
Ooh, was this pre PG-13?
I don't think so.
Because the first one was
Flamingo Kid was the first
what?
PG-13.
No, I thought it was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Maybe Flamingo Kid was the reason that they
No,
created
no,
it.
no. Indiana Jones was. Maybe Flamingo Kid came out before that, which is a good movie. Have you seen that movie?
I have.
Sweet Georgia Brown.
Yeah.
Right? I haven't watched it since the 80s.
I don't know if this was PG-13. I don't think it was.
Maybe they still weren't sure what should be PG-13.
Right. But Bob Hoskins, Eddie Valiant, his character, is a depressed alcoholic to the point to where he's a detective, but his holster inside of his coat doesn't hold a gun. It's a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
So like there's a ton of booze in this movie. There's a ton of cigarettes. He bums cigarettes off of
kids,
children.
yeah.
There's guns, tons of guns.
There's Jessica Rabbit,
Jessica Rabbit, sexy as fuck.
which I mean, it's a cartoon, but it's drawn to make you be like, "Bang,"
Yeah.
right? Like,
yeah. Ooga,
ooh,
ooga.
yeah. That's an Auga drawing.
And then, Judge Doom has the dip, which is, it's like a blend of turpentine, benzene,
Acetone.
and acetone, which
Yeah.
is all like paint and
think-
ink
yeah.
remover. So it's like,
What you would do,
that's
like,
what you're going to do to kill a tune, right? But yeah, he puts on this rubber glove, which,
yeah.
because he's a tune.
Because he's a tune.
Spoiler alerts. He picks up this tune shoe and he just dips
And
it
it
in
looks so
there.
cute, and it was like a little puppy.
Yeah, it was like rubbing up against his leg like a puppy. Yeah. And he dips it in there, and he pulls the glove out, and it was like a
And
red
it's like
shoe.
bloody though.
It looks fucking bloody.
It does look
It's
bloody.
like there's so much like adult content.
I was like, is that toon
the
blood?
fact that this is PG is mind-boggling. It does not make sense to me.
Yeah.
Let's find out when the PG-13 came around.
The head of the studio, his last name is Maroon. Is it supposed to be like moron? I was wondering because he's
Maybe.
kind of a moron.
I mean,
He's a dick, but
excuse me. That is the you would call somebody who's an idiot a maroon, like, oh, you fucking maroon.
yeah.
Maybe. I didn't really put that together.
But he hired Bob Hoskins' character to spy on Roger Rabbit because Roger Rabbit's having trouble memorizing or saying the right lines.
He said all of his right lines, but he had birds
Yeah.
floating around, not stars.
So he hires him to like take pictures of
He thinks
Roger Rabbit's wife.
right, because he thinks that Roger's just depressed because there's something going on in his life, probably with his wife.
So he says he's going to pay him $100. And Bob Hoskins is like over the moon.
Yeah,
So I looked it up.
it's like $1,300.
$1,370.81.
It's a good chunk of change.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll probably pay off the bar tab. That he
It
had
seems
racked up.
life-changing for him, though.
Yeah, yeah.
We could pay back Dolores.
Whoa,
That's a Seinfeld reference.
Boop, boop, boop. Oh, that's not Seinfeld. Boom, ba-doom, boom,
Doom,
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 doom.
doom.
That was an early segment. You were telling stories from Seinfeld. Just put the Seinfeld theme song under it.
Wait, what?
We had like Jason's Seinfeld roundup or something like that. On July 1st, 1984, the Motion Picture Association of America, or the MPAA, which oversees the voluntary rating system for movies, introduces a new rating, PG-13. So this is 4 years after the PG-13
They were
rating.
well into PG-13. Yeah.
And yeah, they just slapped a PG on it, which,
Yeah.
yeah.
This movie irritated the shit out of me watching it.
Really?
Yeah. Bob Hoskins' character was so over the top angry the whole time. It just bothered me.
But he turns around in the end.
Yeah, but like just I just wanted to say, shut the fuck up. Just fucking take the job.
His brother died.
Let's get to his brother dying, okay? How long ago did his brother die? It was when he took Dolores to Catalina because there was the pictures, right?
Right.
How long ago do you think that was?
I feel like it said at one point.
All I know is he didn't touch his brother's desk.
Right.
And it was covered in like 10
dust.
years of dust.
Yeah.
I don't think it was 10 years prior. I think it was like
I don't think it
not
takes,
too long.
I don't think it takes that long for dust to build up.
I don't know. I thought that was a crazy amount of dust. I know it's a weird thing to like.
Going back to the special effects though, Roger comes in
Yeah.
and he's like sitting at his
How did they do
desk,
that?
And yeah, he puts his hand on the chair, and when he pulls it away, there's
Yep.
fucking fingerprints.
Yeah.
Dude, the special effects in
Yeah.
this movie are in fucking insane.
It was ILM, right?
What is that?
Industrial Light and Magic.
I don't know.
I think they worked on it,
Okay.
but I could be wrong.
You could be right. I don't know.
There's another thing that bothered me in this movie. It's a stupid thing to get bothered about. He finally goes to Toontown, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can't use a regular gun, so he pulls out a Toon gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he opens it, and there's these bullets that are live. They're basically sentient Toon people,
Right.
And they've basically been imprisoned in this case
They're bullets.
for years. They're like, it's been so long.
They're
since you
hella
seen me."
old.
It's like, oh my God, they're in prison. They're in a dark, solitary confinement prison.
They're bullets though.
Oh, bullets don't have feelings.
Bullets don't kill people. Wait.
Yeah, so they were like, yeah. But then when he did shoot him, they were old because they were like, where'd he go?
Right. I think it's a funny bit. I
know.
I enjoyed it.
I just felt bad for them being imprisoned in that case. It was especially at the time without like a lot of computer stuff. Like, I was reading that they did this thing where it was like, they printed out like basically a picture of every frame of the movie.
They didn't print
and
them
then,
out.
And then they
I see
animated.
what you're
Then
saying.
they use that as a base to
Right.
animate the cells.
Right.
Which is 24 frames a second.
They did over 82,000 cells.
Oh my
hand-drawn
God.
cells for this movie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's insane. And there's some really impressive shots too. Like when he goes into, is it the Ink and Paint Club?
Yeah.
There's an octopus behind the bar pouring drinks, and they had to have had like 4 people acting as this octopus because he's holding real bottles
yeah.
and real glasses and handing drinks to people, and then they just animated in an octopus. Like I don't, it's fucking insane.
After they filmed the movie, it took them over a year and a half to make all of this animation.
I believe it. Yeah,
Like Bob Hoskins probably filmed 2 movies in between.
probably.
That's crazy because then when it like about to come out and you're doing press, they're asking you about something you did like
I don't
fucking
remember.
2.5 years ago.
Right.
You just have to act like you just did it yesterday.
Yeah. It's an incredibly impressive.
Yes.
What am I trying to say here?
Feat of technology of the time.
Yeah, it's a 35-year-old movie, and I
Yeah.
feel like this could have come out a handful of years ago.
Yeah.
You know,
It would be a lot easier to make now.
for sure, computers would absolutely make that easier.
I don't even know
but-
if they have enough people that know how to do hand painted
Right.
animation cells to even do it that way.
I
right now.
want to get my hands on some of those cells.
That was
like,
one of the
framed
things that
cells.
kind of kicked it off. Like in the late '80s, early '90s, buying animation cells was huge.
I want some from Roger Rabbit. Who Framed
Even
Roger
as
Rabbit.
like
That'd be sick.
investments.
Yeah.
Like people were buying them from the investment. They, I'm pointing over here because it's, the old downtown plaza, now the Doco. When it first opened, they had a Warner Brothers store in there.
Okay.
And they had like a giant like Taz outside and all these things. But in there, they also sold animation cells.
That's cool.
It was all Warner Brother merch and stuff. That was a cool store.
I bet you they're fucking expensive as shit.
I bet you. I mean, depends. But like you said, there's.
With how many that there are.
Yeah.
Over 82,000.
But a lot of them were probably destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be cool to have just on your wall, though.
Yeah. I bet like Jessica Rabbit goes for a lot.
Probably.
I like how like her dress was like sparkly. It was almost like the cell where her dress was like still clear, and then they just put like a sparkly thing in the
Oh, maybe,
background, not like
maybe.
it was painted,
Right.
Because it was just like sparkly.
Yeah,
the whole
I mean, there
time.
was a point when like she first comes out on stage and she's singing and she's like walking along the stage and it's just like the bottom half of her dress and her legs, a shot of that, you know, walking across the stage. And for a second, I was like, her dress looks fucking real.
Yeah.
Like,
See, I think they
clearly
must have
her
done.
legs are cartoon animated, but her dress looked real.
Yeah, that's why I think they did some sort of like
Yeah. It could
real glitter thing behind it.
be. Right.
And then like shined light on it, so it was sparkling while they animated. I don't know. I'm not an animator.
Oh, she's hot though.
I mean, yeah.
Jessica Rabbit could get it.
I just saw this
I
meme.
play patty cake with her.
What was Patty Cake PG for fucking?
Yeah.
Right?
And I didn't get it as a kid.
No.
I was like, why is he weird about that? It's patty cake.
Yeah. But it was Patty Cake was just PG fucking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you that. I saw this meme the other day, and it was like, you wonder why I like women with thick thighs, and then it showed like a bunch of different like cartoon
Pixar
women
cartoons? Yeah.
from a bunch of different eras, and they all just had thick thighs.
Right.
It's kind of funny.
Probably
like
Dexter's
her.
mom.
Huh?
Dexter's mom.
No.
The mom from Dexter's
no,
Laboratory.
No. The Incredibles mom.
Yeah. The aunt from Big Hero 6, probably.
No,
No,
I
she
forget
had
who it
big
was.
titties.
You know, yeah, this is not a good conversation.
It's fine.
Have you seen a Princess and the Frog?
No, I haven't.
No, not Tiana, but she has a friend that's like blonde girl that's pretty thick.
Blonde girl that's thick.
Yeah, thick ass, thick ass white. No, fat ass white girl.
Pog.
Yeah.
This still seems hot.
I mean, the air conditioner's off.
No. Did you ever play Pogs back in the day?
No, I was just a little too old for that. I was probably 20 when that was popping off.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense. That's cold. Hot. I'm going through menopause over here. I'm hot.
You are.
I'm cold.
You are a man.
Menopause.
You didn't hit pause, did you? Okay, just checking.
Oh, because it said pause.
Menopause? Yeah. No, it didn't.
I play Pogs a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what POG stands for?
Fat ass white girl.
No. POG.
No.
Passion orange guava.
Oh, yeah, Pog juice.
Yeah, because it started in Hawaii. They used the inside of the Pog caps.
No way.
It was like a piece of paper that went there, so they would take
Really?
those out and use those to play the game. That's when it started in Hawaii. Huh?
You're fucking with me.
No, I swear to God, you can look it up. Spam and Pog, straight from Hawaii.
I do love Spam.
I do love Spam.
Origin of Pogs. The weird history of Pogs from Mental Floss. During the neon-tinged days of the late 80s and early 90s, slap bracelets hit wrists, Game Boys consumed hands, and Trapper Keepers cracked.
No, they did not. Trapper Keepers did not crack.
But while
Trapper Keepers used a plastic lever. They didn't crack.
well,
The blue binders cracked.
write a letter. But while new playthings flooded the marketplace, there was one decidedly lo-fi toy that every youngster wanted, without realizing that they weren't the first cool kids to demand brightly colored milk bottle caps for their amusement. You didn't forget that Pogs were originally milk bottle caps, did you? Surely you heard
They're
tell.
not milk bottle, they're Pog bottles.
Okay, well, I'm reading an article that I didn't write. Don't get mad at me.
Who wrote this shit?
Mental Floss. The
Fuck
website
them.
Mental Floss. You want me to find a name?
It's a mental floss.
Mental Floss, isn't it?
Bruv.
Kate Erbland.
Sounds like a fake name.
This was written in 2014. She looks weird.
Type in Pog game Wikipedia.
That bitch wrote it.
Don't say that.
Pog game
Wiki.
wiki.
Wiki what?
It says milk caps game.
Does the same thing about Passion Orange Guava?
Control F. Passion. The name originates from Pog, a brand of juice made from passion fruit, orange, and guava.
Yeah. Okay.
The use of the juice's caps to play the game preceded the game's commercialization.
Yep.
Okay.
What was it? Slammers and what?
Pogs and Slammers.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Slammers were the big, thick, heavy metal ones.
And I have no idea. Fucking nerd.
Anyway,
Roger Rabbit. Yeah, it was fun.
yeah.
I think my son would like it.
We didn't talk much plot at all.
We never do. Who cares?
Would you be okay with your son watching it? I think it might be too scary. It was scary for me when I was a kid.
I would have said 2 years ago, yes.
Okay.
He watches a lot of people play horror video games now.
Horror?
Horror. Horror? Not whores.
Horror.
Not whores.
Horror.
Horror. Yeah, he likes to watch people play horror games.
Horror.
Actually, in October, we're going to go see Five Nights at Freddy's.
Do I want more for an headshot?
No. You can.
No, I don't want to be the only one.
I'm going to the gym after this.
So you'll work it off.
Okay. Yeah, he actually asked me. It's the first time he was like, could we go see the FNAF movie when it comes out, the day it comes out on Friday? I was like, sure.
You should show him the one with
So, yeah, I think he
Nicolas
would like
Cage.
it. Which one? FNAF?
No, it's similar. It's called Willy's Wonderland.
Oh, it's a knockoff.
Kind of, sort of. Not really. He's just this guy like going through town, and he takes an odd job at this like kind of Chuck E. Cheese type place overnight.
Is he a security
doing
guard?
cleanup? No, he's like kind of hired as a janitor. He doesn't say a single line in the movie.
Oh.
He doesn't say a word. But the animatronics come alive and they're trying to kill him, and it's just like him trying to survive.
Oh, no, you know what? He did say one word. Daiboja. Oh,
It gets easier.
yeah. I mean, it's never hard. It's just it. Okay, you see me make this face. Now there's video. That doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it hits your
hits you.
sinuses
Yeah.
in a good way.
I'm all cleared up.
Clear as fuck.
Okay.
So out of 5 imprisoned cartoon bullets,
Okay.
what are you giving this movie?
Again, this is a super nostalgic movie for me. I absolutely loved it as a kid, and I was not expecting for it to hold up as well as it did. Rewatching it as an adult, I feel like Bob Hoskins and Christopher Lloyd's performances were absolutely incredible. The way that they blended live action and animation with hand-drawn animations is so fucking impressive for 35 years ago, but even today, it's so fun to look at, and they did an incredible job, like with the shadows on the cartoons. Even like like they'll move through a room, and if they go into a darker spot of the room, like there's a shadow cast on them, and the shadows that they cast are cool too. There's a scene where Eddie Valiant is like, I think he's chasing Judge Doom, and he's like in Toontown, and like he's
Judge Doom.
He's
Wait, no. Dredd. I think Dredd. Anyway.
No, not just Dredd. Different movie. And he's like creeping along, and he's casting a shadow.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
he sneezes, and the shadow turns around and says, "Gesundheit." And it's so fucking good, man. Like it's very reminiscent of old noir movies, which I always enjoy. It's very reminiscent of old cartoons that I grew up on. I think it's a perfect movie. I'm giving it 5 bullets.
Nice.
Yeah.
One thing real quick. When he rode on the back of that red trolley car, which was kind of a plot point in the movie, I looked at it, I was like, that looks fucking familiar. I was like, I know where I've seen that. They have that red trolley at Disney California Adventure. Like, you could ride on it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so I looked it up. It's the exact same thing, painted exactly the same way. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even mention Toontown and Disneyland. Like, they don't have it anymore. But
no, it's still there. It just got remodeled. The Roger Rabbit ride is still there.
I thought it was a different thing now.
No.
Oh.
They added a new ride.
What's the new ride?
Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway.
Oh, okay.
Which is a really good ride, by the way.
Well, I think maybe last time I went to Disneyland, I didn't go to Toontown because I thought it was gone.
Nope, it's there.
Okay. I was going to say that I was bummed about that because Toontown was cool.
Roger Rabbit, that ride has the most deceptive line of any ride in the park.
Why?
Because it looks like it is short, but
Don't they have the time displayed? Don't they say like 45-minute wait?
I don't know. But 95% of that line is inside.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
it looks like it's short.
Yeah.
I give it a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, it's a fucking great movie.
I mean, other than the fact that like they were irritating to me.
Right.
But that doesn't even matter.
I didn't even touch on.
It couldn't have been better.
The part of the plot that I didn't understand as a kid,
they're buying the land grab.
They're buying up all the land, and they're buying up all the public transportation so that they can
put in freeways.
This was a real.
It's a real thing. Yeah.
GM backed this initiative to basically just put in freeways and get rid of public transportation. So more people would buy cars.
Same thing happened here.
And
in Sacramento, the PG&E ran the trolley system. They got rid of it. Big oil, big gas.
Yeah, it's a fucking bummer, man. I do wish that this alternate history that this movie takes place in, like, was fucking true, because then we'd have better public transportation.
Yeah.
And
the funniest
people
line,
would ride bikes more.
The funniest line in the movie, though, was
I want a high-speed rail system. That's all I want.
When Judge Doom, when he said, "Freeways, lots of lanes, there will never be a traffic jam again."
Right, and that's
like,
all fucking
that's
freeways
all
are.
it is on the freeways.
Yeah.
Fuck the freeways, man.
8 lanes of highway bliss. Blah, 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 blah. You can get here to Ensenada in 45 minutes. He's a fucking asshole.
Yep.
All the other countries have public transportation, right? Like Europe, fucking killing it.
Yep.
Japan, killing it.
Yep.
What the fuck? Like, where?
New York killing it.
I said Europe is like, that's a country. I'm a fucking idiot.
Continent.
I'm such a dummy. Africa,
and also Japan, not in Europe.
No, I didn't say. I was just saying.
Yeah. New York has good public transportation.
Yeah, they do.
There's some cities that have really good public transportation. In the 20s, I think it was, there was a proposed subway system for LA that mimicked New York's, but didn't get built. They do have like a sort of a metro thing right now. Yeah, but I think they're expanding it right now, actually.
I wish light rail
so
here.
Spread out.
I wish light rail here was better. Like,
I wish it went to the fucking airport.
It should go to the airport.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense that it doesn't.
It doesn't pass when it gets on the vote.
You can get from Midtown to Folsom.
Yeah,
Midtown
get to the airport.
Elk Grove, maybe. Does it go to Elk Grove?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Have you been to Portland? You can take the light rail from the airport to downtown Portland.
Perfect.
Seattle. I landed at SeaTac Airport, hopped on the light rail, bam, went downtown.
Perfect.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Sacramento, Uber.
Yeah.
Taxi.
It fucking sucks, man. Oh, we didn't even talk about the taxi in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
The taxi's
I like the taxi.
really funny. And
Yeah.
like he gets in like an accident and he's all hurt.
Yeah.
And then Eddie Valiant comes to like save him. No. Roger Rabbit drives up in another car and he's like, "Move over, I'm driving." So there's a car driving a car.
Oh, I had a question. Were the weasels from an existing IP?
I don't think so.
They were made for the movie,
I
in the style of.
think so,
Okay,
yeah.
I like them.
They're great.
Yeah,
I fucking
when they
love-
died and like turned into like
Yeah.
angels, that was funny.
Quit laughing, you're gonna laugh yourself to death. Okay, I don't have a segment for this one.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't write a quiz. I'm sorry.
I have a quiz.
Okay.
Who was the original voice actor hired to play Roger Rabbit?
Was it not Fleischman?
Well, it was like a whole the movie was they tried to make the movie, and then it didn't work, and then it got reworked, and then got greenlit. So the first version of it, Paul Rubens, R.I.P.
Really?
Yep.
Whoa.
Which was a choice. Like I would have loved to hear him
That would have been fun.
be a Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at the Wikipedia.
Was Bill Murray originally supposed to be Eddie Valiant? They wanted him to.
They wanted him, but they couldn't get a hold of him or something.
That's not surprising.
I was actually reading about this on the Wikipedia
It's
last
still
night.
the same thing as far as Bill Murray's concerned.
Who framed?
He doesn't have an agent, really. He has a voicemail. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah, from a book, which I didn't realize it was from a book. Not called Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
It was Who Censored.
Yeah.
So Harrison Ford was Spielberg's original choice. Spielberg was a producer on this.
That would have been different.
To play Eddie Valiant, but
he'd
his,
play
his
it
price
straight.
was too high. Chevy Chase was the second choice, but he was not interested. Bill Murray was considered for the role, but due to his idiosyncratic method of receiving offers for roles, Murray missed out on it. Apparently, he was like reading about it in trades like later, like he was like out at a diner or something, and read that they wanted him for it, and he like got upset. Like he was yelling about it. Like he would have been fun in it. It would have been a very different movie.
Yeah.
Bob
Hoskins was perfect.
Eddie Murphy reportedly turned down the role.
Oh, imagine he was Roger Rabbit.
And then here's a long list of other people that were up for it. Robin Williams, Robert Redford, Jack Nicholson, Sylvester Stallone, Edward James Olmos, Wallace Shawn, Ed Harris, Charles
James
Yeah,
Olmos.
right?
Oh my God.
Charles Grodin, and Don Lane were all considered for the role. Bob Hoskins was chosen by Spielberg because of his acting skill and because Spielberg believed he had a hopeful demeanor and he looked like he belonged in that era. I truly think that Bob Hoskins was the right choice.
Yeah.
Over all of those other names.
Yeah,
I think
I
Bob
think
Hoskins was the one.
he did perfect.
Yeah, he fucking killed the role.
We gave him 5 imprisoned bullets.
Yeah. Tim Curry auditioned for the role of Judge Doom.
Oh.
He's fucking scary too.
Yeah. But in a different way. Oh, I'd have liked to have seen that.
Yeah. Christopher Lee was also considered.
He was a Bond villain.
John Cleese also expressed interest. That'd be interesting. Holy shit.
Robin Williams as the voice of Roger Rabbit would have been good. He's too animated to have been the. You need a more straight guy.
I don't think he would have been right for the voice of Roger Rabbit either, though.
No, the guy they got was perfect, but he would have been good.
It would have just been like the genie.
Do you think that's the only voice he has?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't have any voice now. He's dead. So that's what we thought of Roger Rabbit. If you want to let us know what you thought about it, you can call and leave us a voicemail at 323-786-A-LOT. That's 323-786-2568. Or you can shoot us an email. Our email address is alittleoffthetoppod@gmail.com. Please rate, review, and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to or watching us on.
Oh, yeah.
If you're looking for us on Instagram or TikTok, you can find us at alittleoffthetoppod. If you're looking for Jason Yankovic, you can find him on Instagram and the Planet Fitness app. Where
Or maybe
he'll be later
Disneyland.
today at Skills the Barber.
Whoa, that was girthy.
If you're looking for me, my name is Justin. You can find me on Instagram and Letterboxd, where I rated this movie a 5 at _red_6_.
But not at Slakey Brothers.
No.
You're
remember
gone.
the name of it.
You're gone by the time this comes out.
Yeah. You're right. Holy shit.
Yep.
Wow, time's weird.
I know.
I think we did it. You got anything else?
Bye for now.
See ya.
That was my best Roger Rabbit.